Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Starsector, the Imperial missions. Yeah, so like I said, Monday we did the first two, then on Tuesday we did this one and this one. We didn't really manage to do that well. You only got a 6% score on Diamond in the Rough, which is a bit rough. It's a bit underwhelming, shall we say. So first of all, I think we're going to try Doomsday a couple of times. We may not consider it. It is impossible apparently, so it might not succeed. We will try Doomsday nonetheless. Then maybe we'll give Diamond in the Rough another try with a bit more, shall we say, ideas that I got from you guys. Okay, so just before I start, I want to remind people that 10 PM GMT tonight, I will be streaming some more XCOM 2, Long War 2. So please join me if you wish. The link will be in the description. Anyway, right, so we're using a Caesar-class balanced dreadnought. Let's have a look at this thing. It's not broken, it's within its proper OP limits. What have we actually got here? We've got ourselves some dual machine guns, burst PD lasers, tactical, graviton, Sagittarius, graviton, tactical, Solus, Scroll MLRSs for kinetic damage, and the Matter Accelerator Cannon basically is fires a shot every 2 seconds, 500 damage. Okay. Give that a go. And we have, of course, the Olympus T has sadly, the Titan Planet Breaker, and then we have the Apocalypse Merv. I can't even read the description on this thing because of the weapon itself. I can just see that this is a Merv of some kind and this is a Planet Breaker. Right, let's give that a go, shall we? Can't really do much. I want to deploy. Do I want to deploy by myself, then bring the others in? I'm going to try deploying by myself, and then bringing the others in as and when I require it. I am going to hang back, though. I am going to hang back. My acceleration is very slow, so I'm hitting C to stop all movement. But that's a very slow deceleration. Okay, I've stopped now. What's the range on this thing? Considerable. Basically, it's the biggest brother of the sledge cannon army, I suppose. The biggest brother of the sledges I can get my hands on. Those squalls, okay, right. What about who can I? This is kind of weird. I'm not used to not having the I'm not used to not having the camera. The radar. I'm not used to not having the radar here. Yeah, that's not going to do much. All the shields are up. Turn around and face these guys. That'll do. That'll work nicely, I think. No point defense? There actually is no point defense at the front. That's actually good to know. There's no point defense at the front. What I've got here is... I'm waiting for a lot of things. Once a lot of things turn up, I can bring out the Apocalypse Merv, maybe. And maybe when the Onslaught turns up, I can bring out the... I want to minimize my usage of... I have to be very careful. Is my shield Omni? And my shield is front as well. I've got to be very careful. I've got to be extremely careful. I'm backing up now, I think. This guy's close enough that I can do this now. Okay, hang on. Big guys arrived now, so... Titan Breaker comes in. Attack this guy. Well, I've overloaded now, and I'm getting Reapers. Out of missiles. I'm probably going to die in this explosion. Yeah, am I gonna die here? I might die here. I'm probably gonna die to this. I don't die to this. Shockingly enough, I don't die to this. Oh, I do now. Okay. Okay, interesting enough. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. I'm thinking we start up with these two. Like, we start off with these two in. Then come across with this afterwards? Okay, if I'm piloting you, right? I'm piloting the Planet Breaker. I honestly can't... Because F is, I guess, Flare Launcher. That weapon is so big, it's kind of distracting me from everything else. I need to change to another weapon just so I can see what I'm doing. This weapon's going to get unleashed on the onslaught. It has to get unleashed. Okay, there goes the Merv. There goes the Merv. Shields up. This is why I didn't want to lose this for... Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay. There goes the Merv. I'll let the weapons... I'll let that fire out completely. I'll let these fire things fire out completely. Have you had any eyes on the onslaught? None so far. That fired... That's still firing, that's still firing. That's still firing. That's still firing. No sign of the Apocalypse Merv, unfortunately. Right, the Merv is down. I don't think that was well used. Definitely need to get the... This needs to... I'm gonna fire this at this. I'm gonna try this out. Alright, just bring in this guy. All the way back there. Let's fly back to him. Let's look at this. You're gonna explode? Yes, explode. Explode soon, or we're in trouble. Dominator disabled. Okay, a lot of things died there. We're probably nowhere near enough. Oh yeah, I forgot I've got active armor on this thing. That was a bit crazy. And I don't think that Apocalypse Missile armor was used well. I'll be honest with you, I don't think it was used well at all. We're doing this to get a couple of... We're increasing our active armor to help out. Alright, I got it. No, the bombers are gonna kill me. This thing's really unmaneuverable, isn't it? That corpse is getting in the way, and now I gotta deal with an onslaught. Nah, this is not gonna work. Okay, let's try this again. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. What would be the best way to do this? I know it's impossible, but there still has to be a a, 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 Thing is so... Hang on. I'm going to try refitting this, actually. I'm going to try to refit this in some different way. Energized armor, what? Increases damage reduction depending on flux levels, right? Yeah. Okay, so... Okay, how are we gonna work on this? We are going to... Okay, how much have we got to work with now? If I undo that, how much are these? These are 13 each, right? So 13. Wow. I could put in some... Ooh, this... Okay, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't tempting. 275, how much for these? 275, exactly the same. For a 150, 250, okay. Okay, slightly cheaty, but I want to... After the glory that the haze did the S-Rabs, I want to see how that works out. And what about you? I want something interesting at the front here. I give it something like properly anti kinetic. I need something big and kinetic here. Big and kinetic. Heavy railguns? It's 19 shots a minute. Whereas this is 30, this is 120. This fires a lot faster. So DPS 240, 215. This is DPS 150. Okay, so that's 150. Let's try some of these. Got a couple of points left over. Because the solaces were quite expensive. Tack lasers, tack lasers, tack lasers. You know what? Not quite exactly good, but I'm gonna try giving this a go. How's this gonna work out? The tactical lasers, the post speed lasers, that's all there. That's all there. They're there. See how this works out. I give us 4. What can we do with 4 points? Maybe some like micro Argus. Not a very good. Tactical laser is probably the best way to do it, I think. Tactical laser is probably the best way to do this. Genuinely not sure what to do with you, but that's it for this. Let's try you out. Let's try this now. Slightly different loadout. No idea if it's going to be any good. This is just my personal satisfaction now. Now you have triple S-Rabs. So quadruple S-Rabs. Which did a lot of damage in the tournament. That haze with 4 S-Rabs did a lot of damage. I'm actually going to come out, do some damage, bring out the apocalypse at that point. Then we'll start working on some stuff. Let the S-Rabs do some... Try to fire off some... It works to a certain degree, I suppose. Okay. What does this do? No hard flux dissipation, shields disabled, weapon systems disabled. Okay. High explosive damage, minus 75%. Okay, that's what that does. Turn around and face these guys. That deceleration is abysmal, I gotta say. Shields up. I think there's bombs in the front. I am tempted to change a couple of those tactical lasers out for burst PDs or something. Who's firing? Someone's firing. Looms at me. I'm not sure who it is. And I have to take the shields up because I haven't got any point defense at the front. It's these guys have Sabos and Reapers. Gotta be careful with these guys. They gotta stay at range because they're very scared of the big gun. That's why they're staying at range as well. This is kind of what I'm going for here. Is a big shot. You need to keep an eye out. Good. Okay. Oh god. It's already here. The Reaper's okay, it's already there. Oh god. Bring in the Apocalypse. Give me active armor. Give me active armor. I need active armor right now. It's gonna be horrible, but I need active armor right now. I'm trying to reverse as best I can, but this thing is abysmally slow. The Apocalypse Mervs are out, though. The Apocalypse Mervs are out. They're kind of hitting me as well. I can't really tell. Okay, I'm going to bring in you as well because that guy's far enough away. Tell you to fire off at that while I retreat. I vented retreat. I think that's the trick, is to vent retreat. Like, admittedly, no missiles left. Okay, so that's that done. I'm definitely retreating right now. Ooh. Oh. Does he go for a ram? He goes for a ram, but nothing much happens. You need to... hang on. I'm changing target slightly because I need to focus on that thing. I'm gonna let the Caesar go automatic for the time being. Right. Reaper is a target. Fire this thing out. Good. Switch back over to that one. And back out. Back out. It's vital that you back out, back out, back out, back out, back out, back out, back out. It's vital that you back out. Yes! Yes! A heavy hit. Ooh. Painful! Painful, but that's a lot of its health gone. That is a lot of its health gone. There's a lot of its health gone. It's in worse shape than me now. Quickly vent a bit. But it's in worse shape than I am. Let's start firing off some of these squalls. Okay, let's turn around, turn back, turn back, turn back. Maybe focus on this guy for a bit. The squalls are doing way too little damage, I think. Way too little damage. Shields up! No, this isn't. This is not good. Nah. Better, but not enough. Better, but not enough. I'm not happy with the squalls. I'm not happy with these squalls. They're not doing the work I need them to do. So what? That was 20 each. What can I do with 20 points? What can I have? I can have the Chasseur multi-ASM. I'm not happy with that. Like, I'm just not happy with that at all. Try you out. I've heard powerful things about it. I think you're a DME weapon as well. Which at the moment, in the current situation, gives it a very high... Let's give that... Let's try this... No, not simulation, not simulation. You have no time for simulations. You have the real thing to be doing with. I definitely think that the ability to... slow down. You need to slow down. This thing turns so slowly. Like, personally, I need to see about actually installing some auxiliary thrusters or something to slow this down. Definitely, I don't think it definitely does not need the ITU. I think the ITU is definitely overkill in this thing. We'll try out these Chasseurs multi-ASMs, see how they work out. As far as SRABs at the fighters. And if they hit, they die. It's not a question. If they get hit, they die. I think this is all going to be about like trying to leverage the usage of the apocalypse so it destroys the onslaught and maybe a dominator or two. What's the range on this thing? Okay. A little bit shorter than I would like, unfortunately. Hey, if I locked on this thing and fired a couple of these things out, what would they actually do? Okay, it's coming. Unfortunately, it's already here. Right. Unfortunately, the thing is, like, this has a sniper's range, but it's nowhere near as strong as I think it ideally would be. Deploy that and start falling back, I think. My way out, I think, is using the Chasseur to start luring shields. My advantage is use the Chasseur to start lowering shields. Same thing on you, I think. Same thing on you, I think. Start. Fire the Chasseur out at the event. Fire the Chasseur out at the... Fire the Chasseur out. We have to keep this thing active. Because if it ever goes down, we have to make use of the... Ooh, it's out of missiles. Oh, fire shots. Fire whatever you can. Really? It's going to do nothing. It's going to sit there. Okay, fine. Bring out the big guns. Bring out the Titan Planet Breaker. Okay. Planet Breaker. No, is that A? You need to attack that thing, like, rather urgently. While I reverse. And I took a lot of damage from something because I'm not paying attention to my sides. That's fired. Okay, that has fired. So definitely keep an eye out of that guy. Fire a couple more missiles out. And be on the defensive. Please tell me it fired at the proper thing. I'll be very unhappy if it didn't fire at the proper thing. Come on, chasseurs. Blow up. Yes! I think that took it out. Yes, Onslaught is down. Active armor to absorb as much of the damage as possible, because that's going to hurt. It hurts no matter what. But the Onslaught is down. The Onslaught is down. Okay, the biggest threat is gone. The biggest threat is gone. Okay. Possibly just due to like me using non-Imperial weapons, which is possibly cheating. But frankly, right now... Hang on. What? Why can't I... I can't even look out the screen. I've locked something. I've locked camera on this gun for some reason. Oh, because I haven't got a target on. Because this gun's range is so long, I can't even look around. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna fire a couple more at this guy, and turn back to the ship here. Right. That guy took a lot of damage for some reason. Let's focus on him for a bit. Like if I have like the if and then I'm thinking if I managed to take out the Dominators, I think I'll be okay. A bit inconvenient that these things are right in front of me. Good. I think that's going to be good for us. Good. Quick mass vent. Shields up. Venting. Good. Right. Oh, holy moly. Quite a change in weapons, but let's start getting closer. Probably the S-Rabs weren't that helpful, but it was still useful nonetheless, just to have to see that. Fire a couple more. Just so that when it comes off, and put its shields back up, and it goes straight back into overload. Okay. Okay, let's go back to paint. Okay, we've got four sets of missiles left in this thing. I definitely want to keep making sure I'm firing near constantly. I need to make sure I'm firing near constantly at this thing. If it gets too close in front of me, the railguns kick in as well, which is very, very helpful. If it sits in front of me for too long, the S-Rabs will start firing as well. Fire the chasseurs again. We'll overload it again. Trying to give us some more armor to hit, but we've pretty much taken out all his frontal armor right now. don't even need chasseurs right now, because it's got to keep its shield up, because it's within range of my rail guns. So if it takes its shields down... Yeah, it's dead. Good. Now we vent and move forward. I think that's all the big things now. Now I think I'm technically hunting for carriers, but I suspect that's all the big things out the way. That was a fight and a half. Don't think the S-Trabs were really that vital, I'll be honest. However, I do think the railguns were. Maybe not railguns, maybe it would have been fine if I used like HVDs or something, maybe even Telums. Might be an idea at some point to do this, but like with maybe Telums. Keep the Solus, but use Telums instead. See if that makes a difference. Bounces off my armor. Hit it with the tactical lasers. Now I need to... This is the issue now. Now I need to hunt down carriers, which, I'm going to be honest, is not going to be very fun. At all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it here. I think this is pretty much a guaranteed victory for me, right? They have nothing that can lower my peak performance time. And I guess they could end up killing me if they get some side-on shots, but I'm not seeing anywhere near enough bombers for that to be a threat. All I need to do is turn to face the bombers, which is only one of them. I'm just literally firing into this thing to get rid of this hull. This hull is annoying me. Can you fire into the hull? Okay, we got things going on behind us. The S-Rabs just turn around immediately. This is going to be tricky, because I need to keep going forward. I can't turn around now, I'll lose too much speed or anything. Can I... Okay, good. Point defense is going to do it. Other things, do I need to dodge out of the way of this? Okay. Okay, where am I now? Okay, I need to use the chasseur because I can't even... It's going to be over here. Given where those fighters are coming from, it's going to be over here. I'm assuming those pylons are coming from the carrier. See, that thing is I'm still liable to die, because those pylons do about 500 each. If it hits my right side, my starboard side, that has pretty much no armor on it, it'll still do full damage. Luckily, like, bombs are too slow moving to do much. This is going to take forever. I'm going to call it here, folks. It's 33 minutes, and frankly, at going at speed of 21, nothing's going to happen. At speed of 21, nothing's going to happen. Even at a speed of what? 71? Very little is going to be happening here. And sadly, the speed up order only happens in the tournament missions. It does not happen anywhere else. Good. Yeah, I got nothing. I'll catch you guys. Let's find out. Hang on. If I give up now, what was left? 2 Condors and some Piranha Bomber Wings. I'm gonna take that as a victory. Mainly because hunting down the 2 Condors would have been a pain. I'm taking that as a victory. I'm taking that as a victory because, frankly, I was not even like Talons or Broadswords or whatever. It was literally just the odd Piranha Wing. I will see you guys next time, folks. For Monday, and Monday I think we will do... we think we've done pretty much all the Imperial missions. I was going to revisit Diamond in the Rough if we had time today, but we had a good time just trying to get Doomsday to work. So I might swap over to something else. We got some Junk Pirates missions here. We got some of the PBC missions. So I might do some PBC missions because I haven't actually played with PBC at all, actually. I might do the PBC missions just to see what it's like, because I have no idea what PBCs are even like. And maybe we can do some Psi as well, depending how long this takes. Anyway, again, I'm streaming at 10 PM tonight, so if you watch this as it came out and half an hour's passed about that, it should be about 7 o'clock now, which means in about 3 hours' time, if you're watching this as soon as it came out, at 10 PM GMT, I'll be streaming some more XCOM 2, Long War 2. Links in the description. Thank you very much for joining me, folks. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you all on Monday. See you next time. Bye.